if someone is listening and is terrified of public speaking, what is the one thing they can do today to begin shifting that fear?
First thing, grab a piece of paper, get a pen, and you're going to spend 10 minutes and you're just going to imagine that you've got a presentation to come up, next week. Write down every single thing that you are worried about. Right, even if you think it's silly. Oh, I'm worried I'm going to be sick on myself. Write down every single thing and then go, okay, in all of my presentation experience, how many have these actually happened to me? How many times have I thrown up during a presentation? Well, that's never thrown up. So why do I think it's going to happen in 2 weeks' time? And then you might find that there's 3 or 4 things you go, that's what I'm really, really worried about. I'm worried about. A common one is my mind going blank. I'm really worried that my mind's going to go blank when I'm speaking. Well, why does your mind go blank when you're thinking about stuff? Well, generally it's because we don't know the content well enough. Like if you were talking to a client about, podcasting, podcasting in and out, that you could talk about it for hours, maybe even days probably, and you won't forget what you're saying. But if you're talking about something brand new about work related, like statistical analysis in the fourth quarter, you're like, okay, it's very hard for me to kind of off the fly speak about that. If I can practice it, because again, it goes back to, I often ask people, how much do you practice before a presentation? And they go, I don't tend to practice. And I think the rationale behind it is because every time I practice, I'm reminded that I'm not a good public speaker. And so that makes me feel really bad. And I don't like feeling that bad way. So I avoid it because I don't want to be reminded that I'm not a good speaker.
Right.
But we've got to get through that. It's like learning a new skill. The first time I went to the gym, I was not good at things. But I pushed through and went, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to keep pushing forward. And then I'll be able to do it. So being okay with failure and uncomfortableness, I think is key. So you've written your big list. You've got 3 or 4 that you go, these are the things I'm really worried about. And then can you make essentially a staircase? So that top thing, I'm worried about performing in front of my boss. That's the main one. I'm really scared about that. Well, what's a 1% version of that? Okay, performing in front of my fiance. Still a bit worrying, but I think I can do that. Great. Can you master that? Now in front of my dad. Now in front of my old teacher from school. You can kind of build up that staircase, and it might take time.
Yeah.
But if you don't have to do it alone. Go to a club where there's public speaking lessons. Go get a coach. Go get support like you would. Again, we treat it like if you were struggling in the gym, you would get a personal trainer. If you were struggling with your nutrition, you would get a nutritionist. If you had a problem with your plumbing, you would get a plumber.